This is the Global Economic Scrap Metal Commodities and Recycling Report by BENLEE Roll-Off Trailers and Open-Top Scrap Gondola Trailers, January 20th, 2020. U.S. weekly steel production rose to 1.923 million tons with steady but slow demand as positive signs remain in the market. Oil fell to $58.85 a barrel despite the somewhat positive trade news. Global oil supplies are good despite huge producers in the past like Venezuela and Iran being mostly off the market. U.S. weekly oil production rose to 13 million barrels a day, a new all-time record, with now about 4 years of growth. This is outstanding economic news for jobs and the United States. Iron ore rose to $96 a ton on U.S.-China trade news, good China production, and on positive China import data of iron ore. Scrap steel number one heavy melt rose to $259.33 a gross ton as steel mills were forced to pay the higher prices to meet demand. Supply and demand are coming into balance, so there is price uncertainty for February. Hot rolled coil steel fell to $29.94 a hundred on slow demand as the recent higher prices hit their limit due to the slow demand. Copper rose to $2.85 a pound, a multi-month high on the signing of the U.S.-China trade deal, which was mostly a truce as few tariffs were rolled back and most tariffs are staying in place. Aluminum rose to 81 cents per pound on the same news about the U.S.-China trade deal. There are many okay to good things going on in the U.S. economy, but this is a disturbing chart. See the gray line on the right that is going up. That is the U.S. government deficit rising. This is the first time in modern history, other than during the Vietnam War, that unemployment is going down and we had more people working, but the federal deficits are rising. The 2019 calendar year deficit hit $1 trillion. Interest payments on this deficit are hurting the ability to invest in the United States on things like infrastructure. China's GDP, their economic growth, slowed to 6.1% in 2019, their slowest in 29 years. But note that the U.S. forecasted growth for 2019 is 2.4 to 2.6%. So China's growth is more than double ours. Related, China's industrial growth was 5.7%, while the U.S. remains in a contraction mode as it relates to industrial manufacturing. January's U.S. IBD TIPP economic index, which rates consumers, workers, and investors, rose to 57.4. Government economic policies and the personal financial outlook rose, while consumers feel negative about the next 6 months. U.S. December housing starts rose to 1.608 million units annualized, the highest since June 2007, about 12 and a half years ago, and the largest gain in 3.5 years. This is great for jobs and the U.S. economy overall. December's U.S. inflation rose to 2.3%, the highest in 13 months, boosted by a sharp rebound in energy costs while food eased. Core inflation, which excludes the volatile energy and food area, rose the same 2.3%, unchanged from November. Wall Street's Dow Jones average rose to 29,348, having hit a new record. This is a great 11-year run-up starting in March 2009. This major increase is supporting the wealth effect. As people feel wealthy, they will spend more, which will help the economy. We were very sad to learn of the death of Israel's Mark Reeder. He was truly one of the best. Mark, we're really going to miss you. As always, feel free to call or email me or send me a message on LinkedIn with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.